The highly anticipated Violet Evergarden anime series is finally here, and I can say without a shadow of a doubt that the first episode is simply stunning. Violet Evergarden is the type of anime series that I myself would probably never seek out. It's the type of thing that doesn't seem like it would appeal to me at all. It's just not the type of story that I would enjoy, but you guys demanded it. I've received so many messages and emails about this anime series to check this one out and to go into it completely blind. And that's exactly what I did with Violet Evergarden, and I'm really glad that I did, because this was frankly a transcendent and beautiful anime experience. While I am definitely an action junkie and I love watching crazy punches to the face, massive ki blasts from my favorite Dragon Ball characters, and ridiculous over-the-top transformations from Devilman, I love a good story, and a good story that is also relatable, but still set in a crazy, over-the-top, and super rich anime world. And that's what you're gonna get in Violet Evergarden. So, you're probably asking yourself, what is this series all about? Well, Violet Evergarden is set in this fictitious world, which is set in like the early 1920s-esque European era, where there was this big massive war between the North and the South that went on for 4 years, divided the nation, and now the war is over and people are trying to start their lives over again. And this story is going to follow one of the soldiers who fought during this war, and her name is Violet. And Violet is already, I think, going to be one of the most intriguing anime characters of all time, as she is very much a blank slate. Not only has she seen the horrors of war and experienced them, but she's also suffered loss from loved ones and friends, including someone that she considered the most important person in her life, a man by the name of Major Gilbert, who, if it's not obvious by the end of watching this episode, Gilbert is dead, and he is never coming back. But the thing is, Gilbert left Violet with a final phrase, which was simply, "I love you." It's a word that meant nothing to her. She had no idea what the even concept of love was, how to accept it, what it means, when you're supposed to say it. This combined with the trauma that she went through, which involves her losing both of her arms and them being replaced by mechanical ones, has quite literally turned her into a living doll. And that just so happens to be one of the big themes of this anime series as well. So we get to see her going through all of this therapy. She wants to see Major Gilbert, but nobody's giving her any answers, when suddenly she is visited by this lieutenant colonel by the name of Hodgins, who is this doctor who decides to bring her to this big European city where she is going to stay with this very, very nice family and have a normal life, working a normal job. The thing is, she's never done anything like this. She doesn't even really know what the concept of friendship and companionship is. She's going to have to learn it by going through all of these experiences and dealing with all of these interesting characters. This is all backed up by what could possibly be one of the most beautiful anime backdrops that I've ever seen. Nearly every single frame of this episode looks gorgeous. There's so much detail in the smallest things, things that only appear on screen for like a split second. And the character design is top freaking notch. I absolutely love it. But really, it's just the overall aesthetic of the entire series, the color scheme that they use, the camera movements that they're going with, just the way the hair moves when the wind is blowing through it is honestly just one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen. Even if this doesn't end up turning into like a big crazy action anime series and it's all just about this girl who's learning about what it basically means to be human, I'm along for the ride. I can't wait to see where it's actually going to be headed and color me intrigued. That combined with just the production value and all of the interesting characters, the surprisingly good humor, and an episode which wastes no time in getting right to it, makes this a fantastic first episode to an anime series. So, What's the rundown on this episode of Violet Evergarden? Like I said, this is the type of anime series that I never imagined myself kind of watching or getting into. Every once in a while, there is an anime series like that that I decide to give a chance. I like to sort of break the mold a little bit and get into a comfort zone where I don't necessarily feel like I should be even talking or reviewing content like this, because this is some high caliber anime stuff. Very introspective, very beautiful, and a lot of people are going to be able to get a lot of different things from it. In this episode right here did a great job of introducing us to the main cast, including Violet herself, who is going to just be so popular. I mean, everybody's going to love this character because you want to see her succeed. She's like a lost little puppy. Another nice little visual theme of this episode as well, as her relationship with this Major Gilbert character, she was basically seen as his right-hand woman, his attack dog, so to speak. And she certainly had the skills to pay the bills. There is a flashback sequence at the very end of the episode where we actually get to see Violet on the battlefield, and she is just flipping around like a ninja, destroying people in the most violent and ridiculous fashion you can imagine, and it is all done with so much gusto. But you can even see that underneath that hard exterior, there is this young woman who is trying to learn what it means to have companionship and to love someone and to know what that truly means at the end of the day. And that's all going to come from this plot of her living in this household and getting this brand new job at this post office, which just happens to be run by Lieutenant Colonel Hodgins. And what I love about this is not only is it an excuse to introduce us to some of the new characters that are going to be in this show, but also seeing like where her actual story arc is going. She's not just going to be a simple mailman, she's going to be this like auto doll memory service where she's going to be a typist, and she's going to have to learn about humanity by actually taking people's words and putting it into text. I don't know what it is about this entire concept, but it just seems genius to me. I just really love the way that it's being handled, and with such tact as well, and not like talking down to the viewer in any way. And did I mention how gorgeous this anime series is? I mean, like, holy freaking crap. Another thing that I love about this anime, and this is a very superficial thing, has nothing to do with the score. I love anime when I can just know how to immediately pronounce a character's name. Violet, Tiffany, Benedict, Hodgins. There's no like weird, like super hardcore Japanese names that I'm going to be called out for mispronouncing in the comment section, so I really appreciate that. I'm all for names like Gilbert. I'm totally all about that stuff. So yeah, I'm totally on board for Violet Evergarden. Like I said, I almost can't like put my thoughts into words for this actual episode right here, considering how much it actually managed to blow me away. And I'm glad it blew me away, too, because so far, the beginning of this anime season of 2018, way to date the video, Corey, is that it's really strong. There's a lot of great content here, and a lot of varied content as well. If you want action, you got it. If you want stories like this, you're definitely going to get it. And I can't wait to learn a little bit more about her past, why she is where she is now, and why it's so important that she has to live with this family and be rehabilitated in a post office. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of details we don't know, especially about like why the war started, how it actually went down. Maybe they're going to keep that stuff mysterious. Even if it is just about this girl with metal arms learning what it means to be human, I honestly think it's going to be a beautiful experience. And this episode right here was nothing short of beautiful and stunning. I'm giving this one right here a 5 out of 5. It's definitely worth your time. It's Violet Evergarden. Make sure to check it out. You heard my thoughts about this episode. Frankly, I thought that this was a fantastic anime experience, and I cannot wait to see where it's heading. But I want to hear from you guys. What did you think of the first episode of Violet Evergarden? What do you think of this girl's story? Do you like the new characters in this series, all the side characters? What are you hoping to see from the Violet Evergarden anime series? Tell me all your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching this review. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for tons of other anime reviews, and I'm probably definitely going to keep reviewing Violet Evergarden. I have a special feeling about this one right here. If you also like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the like button. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay down there, baby.